difference a day makes. We probably had the prettiest day of spring yesterday morning. We woke up this morning. It's like we went to bed last night and April was just hanging out, doing her Bible study, doing just like she should. But when we turned the lights out last night, April got to nip in the bottle, and we woke up this morning, she was hammered. Just hammered. Just sloshed drunk. Because it's snowing this morning. It's April 21st. It's snowing, and there's snow on the ground. And there was snowflakes falling this morning. We woke up the size of $50. And, well, it's 30 degrees. Things have changed. Yeah. April's drunk this morning.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to let April sober up. Supposed to get to 50 today, so this ain't gonna hang around long. But,
we easily heard over 10 birds down here yesterday.
God, we heard a dozen at least. So they're here.
I've not heard the first.
Her first turkey. So,
which I don't blame them.
Yeah,
hell, I wouldn't gobble either.
I'd turn my alarm off too, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'd sit on that tree till about noon.
He ain't gobbling 5, but he's gobbling.
Call him around business bench. You know, there's not a lot of good trees set up on over through there. Bunch of spindly crap.
Yeah, that turkey ain't too overfull. No.
Yeah. There's a little stretch there. When they get set up in the bench, you can play hand-to-hand combat with them though, like.
Thick stuff.
But they come up through.
I'm just afraid if he comes up to this bench right now, he's gonna be on the other side and he's gonna have to walk across this snow-covered field to get to us, and he's gonna be like, why can't I see her?
Right. See, it's out of that little high point I was talking about.
Yeah, I think he's up there on it.
That's... Yeah, that's where he's at.
So we could drop on down, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Gonna try that. Gonna have like that mossy looking tree right there.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we take our time, we'll be alright.
Alright.
Just tiptoe down there.
Says that's a kind of a spot they like to hang, so we're kind of sitting back, yelping, and he's gobbling at it. He's gobbling really well considering the conditions, especially, but kind of gotta let him make a move and see which way he heads.
Hey Dave, did you tell him about your camera yet? Dave's camera's broke.
That shouldn't surprise anybody.
It's not good. It's not a good situation.
This camera I am juggling yesterday as I was getting out of the truck. I dropped the camera.
On gravels.
On the gravel. And it broke the tabs on the camera body where the battery attaches. So now the camera's only held on one side. So every time the battery kind of shifts, it loses connection, it goes dead.
And then every time the camera comes on, Dave freaks out.
Because it says
repair file.
Repair files. That's a big no-no.
As a somewhat veteran field producer,
That's a bad deal.
that can be bad. That can bite you.
So we've got to keep our fingers crossed that all that footage is still on his card. What's silly is I have a whole briefcase full of SD cards that I could have just swapped this stuff out. I didn't have to take the time to move it off, but my mind's a little cloudy this time of year. He definitely points toward us sometimes.
I was about to say that he's faced toward us the last 6 times he's always been looking this way. You can definitely tell when he's looking the other way.
Mm-hmm. We've waited a turkey out for, I don't know, an hour and a half or so probably, and he's moved to the right. And we're going to try to slip down a little bit tighter on the pasture field as he's in here. I mean, as long as we keep these cedars between us, we should be good. Turkey just gobbled twice right down here below us in the field still. Trying to figure out how to get in there to shoot him. It's about as cold and miserable as we are.
Feel bad for him. I don't know I don't know what to do to kill that turkey right now.
We finally laid eyes on the Longbeard, and he's out there with 2 jakes, and by the time we laid eyes on him, they just decided to boogie back across this whole big old bottom field here, and no real reason. No idea why. They just decided to skedaddle back that way. Here comes the sleet again.
Just a beautiful spring morning. The sun came out for like
4 seconds.
maybe 45 seconds.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be the last time for today.
The sleet. I guess it's not snow now, it's sleet. Is starting to come down pretty good again. So Pop froze to death. Fairly certain I'm missing a couple toes. So I think we're gonna sneak out of here. We got some. I need to take the footage off this SD card and cross my fingers that it's still there. But anyways, that's the plan.
My wife's also gonna fix us breakfast, so that's good.
Kayla's gonna fix us breakfast, so we're definitely getting out of here very soon. Good morning. I'll bring you up to speed on what's happening here. There we go. It is I better be glad this video doesn't come with, basically you better be glad it's not a scratch and sniff, because I feel like my breath stinks right now. I feel like something, gotta get a toothbrush across this thing. What climbed in the back of that truck with me last night, but I feel like a coon did his business right across my teeth. Yesterday evening we left Walt. We headed home, running on fumes, drove a few hours and decided to park it about 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that at night. We're still in Kentucky, so we're gonna hunt a different place in Kentucky. Basically, I got out of Walt's way. Walt needed to go hunt for himself. He had Kayla and the boys he needed to hunt for. Actually, Boone had done killed a pair, so not Boone, but they needed to drag Waylon around maybe. ears out so I can hear. But there ain't been much to listen to. Beautiful morning, I could hear, I feel like for miles. Nothing. Well, I feel like I can hear a long ways from this little high spot here. So, I'm gonna head back to the truck. It's gonna take me about 35 or 40 minutes to get there, but with it being as pretty as it is this morning, and I'm down to here like I can. There's some old turkey scratching in here. We just had that snow and rain yesterday, so this stuff could be a lot fresher than it looks, but not seeing any or not hearing any activity. Pretty quiet. So I'm gonna head back to the truck and head somewhere different. Hey, scratching in these woods. Not fresh scratching. I can't hear no turkeys gobble. We called down off in there. No luck. I'm not gonna keep dropping down and having to come out because I feel like I can hear down in there plenty well enough. So I'm gonna get to the truck, reposition here. It's not a clear day. It's extremely cloudy, like 100% cloud cover. But that being said, I mean, it's cool and there's no wind, so I don't know, not a perfect gobbling day, but a sufficient gobbling day, I guess it should say, seems like to me. But they ain't hitting it around these parts despite the fresh scratching something down these roadways. I'm gonna go try to find one it is gobbling, because you can't eat scratching.